You carry yourself as God. It's not even carrying, though. It's being lifted. It's being guided by God. It's going with the flow of the universal current, the infinite intelligence that you are. It's trusting that flow to all the way to the point where you let go of fear completely, because you know that fundamentally you're safe as all that is. As God, you are safe. As the universe, which is what you are at the point that the universe refers to as now, that's what you are. So you're no different from God. You're no different from anyone else. We're all having this experience, playing the game of God in all its infinite forms, and we are that particular form now. That's what's going on. And whenever you want to, you can sink back into how that feels. To be totally immersed in the moment, totally fear-free, completely in love. And then just like that, you're back. Like you never left. Perfectly on time. Perfectly in sync. Never setting a foot wrong. Never being out of place. Never not being enough. Always being loved. Always loving. Always operating from that space that keeps you in a level that is transcendent of fear. It puts you into a vibrational reality that has transcended fear. If you are operating in love all the time, that's what reality is for you. The more time you spend in love, the more love you feel. And you can literally get to the point where there's no fear left in your reality, because there's love in every moment, love in every thought. Love has entirely engulfed your being to the point where it's all that you experience. Because fear is just not trusting. Fear is acting as if something could go wrong. It's pretending to be separate, pretending to die for real, even though you just transform, obviously. It's confirmed by science that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So why are we freaking out about our energy changing? We're energy right now. That's the fucking current. Love is the energy. Love is the energy, and love has the ability to be intelligent and fuel intelligence. The energy is infinite, and therefore we are infinite because we are energy. We've never not been without energy. We've never not been what is happening here without being energy. So if you've never not been energy, then why do you think that you're going to stop being energy all of a sudden when you've never not been energy? But then we're like, oh, we're going to die. And it's like, no, because energy can't be created nor destroyed. So you are infinite, literally, according to science. You know what I mean? Like, just according to, like, accepted science. According to that, you're infinite. Just purely on a scientific basis, you are infinite. Because energy is infinite. And it's not like some energy is infinite. All energy is infinite. And energy is constantly changing. Everything is changing. You are part of that changing, that constant change. And you get attached to this particular iteration of universal energetic change that you have decided is really important, and you've grown really attached to really fast, despite appearing here out of nowhere and being here for no time in the context of history, thinking that it's just nothingness completely beforehand and afterwards forever. That's what you think is going on when nothingness literally cannot exist, and therefore it's not an experience that you need to be afraid of because it cannot exist. So what are you freaking out about? If it cannot exist, then why would you worry about what it would be like if it did exist? Nothingness, this eternal hell or whatever it is. You know, that's you, that's just you You're just pretending. You're just pretending to be small. You're pretending to be just this particular form of energy. Even though you can't even remotely explain how it is that you're doing this right now, you pretend to make any assumptions. You pretend to know what's going to happen after, even though literally nobody knows. All we know for sure, though, according to science, is that it's fucking infinite and never ending. If it's infinite, then it's a loop. We think of it as a straight line with at the end of each straight line is just apparently nothing somehow. We're so silly even to distinguish between nothingness, as if nothingness beforehand is different from the nothingness afterwards. That would make them something. If they weren't nothing, they would be different, which would mean they were things that were different than each other. But nothing is all one. It's all one nothing. Nothing cannot be a little nothing over there or a nothing over there. There's no thing there. And anywhere there's no thing, there's no thing. I don't know if that makes sense. But I just I just confused myself. That's okay. Pause. I mean, what if it just got to this level where you actually really feel it forever? You stop stepping out of it. You stop pretending to play small. You really, really, really start allowing yourself to fully be yourself and shut down nothing and be afraid of nothing. Embrace nothing, love nothing. You're no longer afraid of nothingness. We're all afraid of nothingness, which is the apparent experience after death is nothingness, which we're all afraid of. Just being locked up in a box in the ground forever. I mean, it's literally like planting a human. It's like the most obvious example of like the cycle too, is like just like leaves on a tree. We grow and then we're born and then we fall and we hit the ground and then we get absorbed back into the ground. We put us in a box and think that we're not going to get absorbed into the ground. All that energy consumes you. What was you, your body, worms and whatever, all this stuff eats you, and then it goes back into the earth and then it's transformed. How is the earth just birthing all of this shit all the time? The earth is just like ripping new conscious experiencing instances, and we're one of those, and we're like becoming aware of the fact that this is happening. And like, I mean, this is like what the hell is going on here? It's incredible. It's incredible, and it's what you are, and it's what you're doing. And it's safe. It's safe now. It was safe then too. It's always safe. It's always now. If it's safe now, then it always was safe, because you now is what is. And it always is. Even though it changes, it always is. And how does that molecular safety, the energetic safety, the safety on the level of being energy literally, of letting go of identification completely and just understanding that you are fundamentally everything. It's not something that you need to be in charge of or try to make last forever. I mean, the only thing assured is that you're going to die and you're going to change. But if that change no longer becomes scary, if that energetic change no longer in any way somehow it becomes not scary to you, then you are able to have the experience of what's actually happening, because you're not worried about something that will happen eventually. You're taking all the energy that you were putting into that future scenario and putting it back into the moment. And that's where it all is. It's where you always are. You're never not here, but you can pretend to have the experience of only being this random piece of this universal puzzle that's somehow disconnected from the rest of the pieces. That's what it is. We're pretending to be separate. We're pretending to be an out-of-piece puzzle piece of the universe. Oh shit. we're pretending to be an out-of-place puzzle piece of the universe. We act like we're separate and different from this thing that would be incomplete without us, because we're what is where we are. It's an infinitely complex moving puzzle that's filled with all the different pieces. Every piece, every atom is a piece of this universe. It's like a puzzle made of the atoms of the universe. That's like what's going on. And the puzzle pieces are constantly in flux and changing. It's like see just like a police car on the sand and immediately get nervous. It's like I'm doing nothing wrong, but just fear. Like, how does it feel to let that go? I put energy into that just now. I worried about it for a moment, and then physically tensed up. All of that physical tension gets released in love, and you're actually fully able to experience now, because all of your attention is your everything is freed up, everything's available, all of your attention, and you get to feel how good it feels. There's a moon, dude. There's a fucking moon, bro. Come on. Like, where are we right now? What is this cosmic masterpiece? We are in this masterpiece of this cosmic puzzle. Or one of the pieces. Oh man, it feels so good to be here. Okay, I'm cold. Going back in. Love you. Bye.